Okay, so welcome everybody. Welcome to Pre-Selling Your Course and Helping Others. Let me just hit record here before we begin. Okay, so I am very inspired to share this training because right now we are preparing for the holidays, and the holidays are a wonderful time. However, many people are out there spending all of this money buying junk. Sorry, but that's the real truth. Stuff that's going to end up in a landfill less than a year from now. And I'm on a mission to turn a movement around, like to create a movement for all of us empaths, highly sensitive, big-hearted souls who have programs, courses, valuable things to share with others, but maybe we have had trouble selling our courses, or we just haven't had the courage yet to go out and bring it to the world. The reason I see this as a movement is because if you take your wisdom and you go out there and share it and you confidently sell it, you enroll dream clients in, people who are inevitably going to be spending a lot of money over the next month, 2 months, are going to take that same money, and instead of spending it on junk that ends up in a landfill oftentimes, they are going to spend it on something that's going to change their lives. Your program, okay? Your wisdom, the thing that's going to give them a lasting transformation. So let's just take a deep, deep breath in, exhale it out, and really owning that you sharing your gifts this holiday season. I'm going to share with you how to do it in a really effective way. Is a gift you are giving people. Selling your program is giving a gift. Inviting people to work with you is giving a gift, because they are going to spend that money anyway on things that are typically not transformational in any way. So all you're going to need is a pen and paper, because there's no worksheet with what I'm offering today. And I wanted to bring this to YouTube as well, because I want as many of us as possible to turn the holiday season into a generative time for yourself. So instead of the drain financially, physically, people eating all kinds of crap, and the drain of the holiday season and the stress of family dynamics, things like that, I want to give you this opportunity to make this a generative time for yourself and your community. So the reason I'm talking about pre-selling a course, well, first of all, what is a pre-sale? A pre-sale is, let's say you have an online course. If you don't have an online course, I'll share an opportunity with you at the end of the workshop. It's going to be a shorter workshop, but today. But I imagine you have a workshop, you have a course or program if you're tuning into this, and you can sell your course like normal, or you can pre-sell your course. What that means is, before your course is even finished, you can be selling your course. You can be enrolling students. You can be getting paid for your program. And the reason this is incredible, so why would I pre-sell? Why would I do that before my program is even done? There are so many different reasons, okay? Number one challenge I see in a lot of people, they create their courses with me, and then they kind of cold feet. They don't want to sell it. They don't want to enroll clients. They don't want to, they kind of back off, and they stop, some of them. And when you enroll clients into your program, guess what? You are held accountable by your students. They have paid you. You have to show up. Like, it is just a done deal. You have a date. There's an agreed upon date. They've paid you. You have a course to fulfill. And it's very exciting, because when you have that accountability, obviously paying a coach is great to get that accountability, but why not get paid to be held accountable? Another reason is, it's a win-win. It is a pre-sale. I'll get into exactly what it is, but it's selling your course at a much either discounted rate, because it's so early. It's like before the early bird even. It's an early bird, right? The pre-sale. That people who can't necessarily afford your full tuition for your program can get in at the pre-sale. Like, anyone who has seen my courses, the pre-sale is always insane. And then it's like a much like 75% higher to come in at the normal price. And I do that to welcome people in who can't necessarily afford my normal tuition. And also because it eases my nervous system to have an enrollment period that is long. So the pre-sale is way, way, way before the course is available. Like, let's say at least 2 months, maybe 3 months. I like to start around 3 months before. And energetically, there's no hustle, there's no grind. And I don't know about you. Let me know in the chat if you are done with the grind, if you are free from working yourself to the bone and you want like a more feminine approach to business that's also lucrative. Then this is a really beautiful thing to do a pre-sale. And I'm going to share with you exactly how. Okay, exactly how today. So one of the biggest mistakes that course creators make, one of the biggest mistakes that they make is, like I was saying, they fail to promote their courses, they get cold feet, or maybe they do promote their course and they might even do it a few times, but no one signs up. And then they start to doubt themselves. And guess what? They doubt themselves and they come up with these ideas. It's just not a good course, or they're not worth, paying, to be taught by. They're not worth being paid. And it's not true. It's because there's usually some elements missing, which I'm going to share with you today. So when people get zero sales, then they fall into that self-doubt. And the truth is, usually it's not personal at all. It's not personal at all. There's just that there's an easier and a more effective way. So that's what we're going to be talking about when it comes to pre-selling and enrolling into your program. So here's the key, okay? Here's the key that shifts everything. The key is to promote your course repetitively. I should have underlined that word, and have urgency offers. So the biggest mistake, and I'll explain what that is, but the biggest mistake I see people make is they promote like 1 time or 3 times and they're like, I did it, and nobody signed up. Or they're promoting like at the very, very, very end of a very long like workshop, and people have left after 20 minutes because our attention span is much slower for many people these days. And so no one even heard the offer. Or let's say the urgency bonus. This is really important. I see most people make this mistake. So I've been in business since 2006. I don't know. You do the math. 18 years, 17 years, right? I don't know. A long time. And I finally noticed after like a decade, it took me so long to figure this out because I really couldn't stand, yes, Judita, I so hear you, to the no hustle. So I couldn't understand why, I was in this feast or famine. It was such a struggle. And I finally realized people would sign up the last minute. I'd say 80% of people sign up the last minute. I don't know if that's just my community. I don't know what the norm is out there, but it's extremely consistent. Usually the more like accumulator types, or the more left brain, like more logical, there's certain types who will sign up immediately. They're like, yep, I see the value. I want this now. Boom. If there's not an urgency bonus that has a cutoff time, like, hey, you get this price until this date. If that doesn't exist and you're just like, oh, well, I'll just wait till people sign up. Like, I'm sure if they resonate, they will sign up. I hear this all the time. If they resonate, they'll just sign up, when that's not true. Because there are all these fires that are going on in people's lives, all this urgency. Their kids are pulling at them. They're caretaking a parent. They have 16,000 things to do in a day. And they're like, oh, okay, I want to do that course, but I'll just sign up later, like once I have a moment. The only way people prioritize is when they realize they're going to miss out. And I used to resist this. So much because it made me like a little nauseous to see it felt very scammy to me to look at like all the business coaches teaching about urgency bonuses and having like limited time offers. It was just like so manipulative and it felt so off. But what I've come to realize is it's actually generous, because if you don't have a very clear agreement when the offer goes away, I get emails. I used to get emails like, I really wanted to do the pre-sale, but I didn't even know it was over. And now it's like 75% more. I can't afford that. And it's like, sorry, that's the deal. It's done. So promoting is generous. Letting people know is generous. Assuming that they're watching every single thing you're doing is not intelligent. It's not accurate. People are very, very busy. So the more we can like make it easy for them and get in their inbox, or, get in front of them in whatever way we can to let them know what we're offering, especially as a pre-sale, which is so abundant because it's a win-win. They're getting a huge discount, and you are having plenty of time, more spaciousness in your body and in your schedule to enroll clients in a really natural way with plenty of time, rather than the push and the hustle. So the golden key is to promote your course repetitively, to keep showing up. Like, if you create the right course, when you create a program that is so good, and it is, it's great, you'll never stop promoting it, because it's generous, that the right people who really need it are going to thank you so, so much for solving the problem they have been seeking a solution to. Okay. And that is really key. So promote, like, just have fun promoting. It can be really, really fun. And I'll give you an example. So I remember hearing a successful author many, many years ago say, oh, it took me 10 years to write my book, and now I'm promoting it for the next 10 years. You don't just write a book or create a course and then people will just buy it. No, now you take the same amount of time often to promote it. So usually in my schedule, I'll do like quarterly planning we do in our membership, Soul Centered Life and Business. Some of you are here. And it's one quarter will be around, let's say, creating a course, and the next quarter will be around promoting it. It doesn't always work that way. If you want to sell a course like immediately, sometimes things are happening simultaneously, but in an ideal world, you're creating the program and you're selling it like in another quarter. In other words, you're taking an entire 3 months to promote your program. Yeah, exactly. And promoting is simply operating with an understanding of human behavior. Exactly. And it's compassionate, because we're getting in the shoes of people rather than the narcissism of self-doubt, which is like, oh my God, people are going to feel like I'm too pushy or whatever. I used to always fall into that trap. No, it's actually super compassionate, because we're letting them know that this thing is available so they don't miss it. Yeah, I just offered breakthrough calls and offered it only until the end of November. I resisted it too. Fantastic. So that's 3 weeks from now. So they have 3 weeks to have these breakthrough calls. God, that's a whole nother topic. We'll get into it in the membership, but there's more I could say on that in terms of urgency. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to just stay on track here. So just think of successful authors. They know that they're going to be promoting for usually the equivalent amount of time or longer than it took to even write the book. And the same goes for our courses. So promote a limited time offer. Otherwise, people usually, I'd say 80% of the time, they just won't buy. All right. So how in the world do you actually do this? How do you pre-sale your course? How do you actually pre-sale your course? So again, I'm pre-assuming that you already have a course, you have a program that you are ready to sell. And I'm really suggesting to do this now, before the holidays, like, all these Black Friday offers and things. Do like a Bright Friday offer or whatever. Bring some love into this world. When people are in the energy of buying, it's a great time to put something in front of them that's going to be transformative and it's going to give them a lasting transformation rather than immediately or in a year end up in a landfill. So how do we pre-sale our courses? It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Literally, it's 1, 2, 3, 3 steps. So number one, this is so easy, you guys. So easy. I did this last year for Confident Course Creation School when I offered it the first time on Valentine's Day, and it was the easiest enrollment process of my whole life. And I'm like, I'm going to pre-sale every single course from here forward. So the first step, all I did was number one, create a clear, simple, and benefits-driven landing page. A landing page is a sales page. So it's just a page where it gives some information about your course, and there is a buy button. Okay, there is a very clear button that says buy here, and it takes them to fill out their credit card information or PayPal, Venmo, whatever you want to do. And the key to this sales page is to have very clear benefits-driven language or copy on your web page. I highly suggest simple. Like, this isn't your full landing page. I've actually become a bit allergic to those like sales letter, like long. I don't even read that stuff. Like, it's just too long. I guess it depends on the buyer. We're all different. We have different habits, but I'd say for the pre-sale, make it so simple that all you have on there is the name of your course, the big promise of your course. So what is the actual outcome? What is the solution that's going to come from them buying your course? So Confident Course Creation School is a program I do to help students create their online course. And it's a course they feel so good about and very confident enough that they're going to sell it easily. And so the big promise, so there's the name of the course, Confident Course Creation School, and just below it, as soon as you see the web page, you see turn your unique wisdom into a course that helps people and you can confidently sell. So I'm very clearly spelling out, this is what you're buying. You're buying a 6-week program that you are going to have your course done by the end of the 6 weeks. It's a course specifically to help people, and you are going to feel so confident around this course that you'll be able to sell it easily. Like, you're going to be able to have confidence around it because there's a very specific way to design your course so it's high value. So that in and of itself, just the title of the program and the big promise is already so clear and simple that now people know, is this for me or not? See, if I made a course that was like creative school, like, that's my program, creative school. And underneath that, it said, have fun, let's make stuff. And I don't know, like, it was just like, have fun, feel joy, and find peace. That is so vague. And this is another issue I see in a lot of people is they are like, I want to help everyone. I just want to help people feel better. And that's not specific enough for somebody to pull out their credit card and hit buy. It's got to solve a problem that they want solved so specifically that they know immediately it's for them when they hear the language. So the other thing to keep in mind is on the page. So we have the title of the program, the big promise. This is on your landing page, on your sales page. The only other things you need really on there is, what are they going to get? You could do like an intro video on there if you wanted to. That's a whole other training how to do that. But you could do like a sales video on there, or welcoming them, telling them about the program. Or you can just have a photo that really captures the essence of the program. And then underneath it, what you get. So it's really clear, like bullet points. 6 content creation sessions live every week, 6 live spotlight coaching Q&As to break through your biggest visibility blocks, 6 workbooks that, so that you're creating your content step by step as we go, a live or not live, a private community, these sorts of things. It's very clear, like, okay, this is the agreement we're making. It costs this much money, and this is exactly what I'm going to get. So a confused mind, I know you've all heard this probably A confused mind does not hit the buy button. A confused mind does not buy stuff. That's just like, oh, it's too confusing. Next, gone. So let's keep it really clean, really simple, and benefits driven so people know what they're going to walk away with. Okay. Yeah. And remember to have that. This is really important on the sales page, is to have that limited time offer that's discounted. It's like an early bird offer. Some people are turned off by discounts. I remember having somebody tell me, one of our coaches, our certified coaches, say, I don't like it when you discount stuff. You're too valuable to discount your services. And I just found his comment really interesting. But when I tuned in, I was like, you know what? I really want to make sure that people who are challenged financially can get what they need. And this is a really nice way to do that. So if you are turned off by discounts, although people love a deal, that's another reason why these work. Pre-sales work. They just work because people love to save money. But if you don't want to use that, you could have urgency bonuses. Instead of money off, it could be like, get my whole membership for 3 months, or get a private package with me, or get this other program for free when you sign up today. But there's got to be a date that that offer is limited to. So it ends on that date. I even like to write the time, like by midnight on this date, Pacific time, just so the agreement is really clear, so you don't get emails the next day. I didn't know the time and I missed it. And okay, so how do we do a pre-sale? Number one, we create a very clear sales page. Okay, clear, benefits driven, simple. You could, on the sales page, I like to say very clearly, just, you can go to the diamondprocess.com/course to see an example. It's so simple that you'll be like, this is the easiest sales page I've ever seen. And it just works. So, all right. The second key to creating a pre-sale is to set up an automated confirmation email. This is so simple. So as soon as they hit buy, they will automatically get an email that says, congratulations for signing up for my course. You just took an amazing step in the direction of your dream to ... So there are two things I want to say about this. One is congratulate them because they just made they took a big step, right? That takes courage to invest in something. And then also communicate in that email, just to relax their nervous system, what they can expect. What are the next steps? What's going to happen next? Okay, so prepare them for what's coming. I always like to say, so this is something I do that is jumping ahead of myself. I'll give you a pro tip in a moment, but let's just say you're very clearly letting them know what they need in order to prepare for the course. So you can say, hey, I'm going to be sending you an email at the end of this month. For now, may you increase your self-care, set an intention for the course, get a notebook that's for this course, whatever you want to say, very simple in that email. And celebrate them, just so they know the purchase went through and they know the next step. Okay, she's going to email me at the end of this month. Perfect. Because there's so much time in between now and when the course starts, it's helpful to communicate that, hey, you may not hear from me for this amount of time. You're going to hear from me now at this date, let's say 3 weeks from now. So they're not wondering like, whoa, is the course happening, etc. Yeah. So the pre-sale can often be really far in advance. So you want to just communicate that next point of contact. Okay. Number 3 is this is the best part. Your program is gold. And you take that gold and you sing it from the rooftops, okay? In other words, you promote it, you tell everybody, you let them know. And you don't just let them know, you let them know with enthusiasm. But there isn't going to be enthusiasm if you're not proud of your course, okay? So the key is create a fantastic program. One that you are like, holy Shabib, I want to take this course. It's so good. Or God, it's so like, it's just, it is so good that I know they're going to get the results if they do the work. And I'd be greedy not to tell everybody. So it's really important. And by the way, if you need help with your course, because 11/11 is coming up, November 11th, 11/11, if you are watching this right now and you're like, I really want to do this, but I'm not proud of the course I've created, or I don't even have a course. Um, there's a discount on the Confident Course Creation School. It's self-paced, so you get access immediately, and you can go to thediamondprocess.com/course. I'm actually going to pull this out. I was going to share it at the end. Thediamondprocess.com/course, and use the code 1111, and you're going to get an additional 11% off. Okay. So anyone out there who's like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited to create a really amazing course, this is a great time to do that. So sing it from the rooftops. I have no trouble telling you about my course, my Confident Course Creation School, because I know it is incredible, and it's going to help you create the most amazing program that comes from your soul. Like, it's your soul signature course. I want you to feel that good about what your offers are. Okay. So you're just going out there and tuning into who you're helping and the program that you've created for them. And now it's time to tell everybody. Sing it. So there are two ways to promote. One is in person, one is online. Okay. Both of those have a million ways to get your course out there, to let people know about it. There's like a million ways in both categories. So to give a few examples, in person, to promote, to sing it from the rooftops, I love in person because you just have a much higher conversion of people who buy when they're physically in the room with you. So you can give live talks for free at health stores, yoga studios, libraries, hair salons, acupuncture clinics, wherever your ideal client is hanging out, and offer over, hey, I'll give this live talk, to the person who runs the place for free. You don't have to do anything. Just open the door for me and I cover everything. All I ask is that you promote to your list, that you let people know about it. So now you're getting help, right, from people. Another way is you could, if you teach yoga in person or you teach anything in person, at the end, just let them know about your course, put flyers, places, go to a friend's house, have them invite 10 friends and give a live talk in their living room. And at the end, tell them about the course, give them a pre-sale or a special offer. And the key is sing it from the rooftops. Some examples online are this: make videos, post on social media, get on podcasts, send emails to your beautiful community. If you don't have an email list, please prioritize that. That's like your family. That's your innermost circle you get to serve, and that's an asset you own. I don't want to throw too much at you right now. Just know that here, the key is let people know how they can pay you to work with you with enthusiasm. Okay, it's like one of the biggest mistakes, especially in the empath community. I went through this for so long in myself, feeling like it's too pushy, like I don't want to push people. It's just letting people know what you have to offer, right? It's not a big deal. It's pretty simple. So yeah, so just go for it. And then finally, is anyone having fun? I find this so freaking fun, by the way, and I'll get to what you said here if there are any questions. I realized while testing my course that it's not attracting the clients I really want to work with. So now I'm sharing my program online as videos on YouTube, Instagram, and I'm realizing that I want to create a new course. Well, luckily, you have already done Confident Course Creation School, so you can do another course. Like literally, you can make as many courses as you want. Now I'm curious what you're going to do next, though. I'm realizing that I want to create a new course, but I could not create this course because I needed the lessons for myself first. Oof. Yep. So you just went through the curriculum yourself, and now you're ready for that next level. Yeah, that's how it works. Oh, that's so how it works. Yeah, I love your discounts. Otherwise, I could not afford it. Grateful for them. That's such good feedback. So I want everyone to take that in. Like you pre-sale your course and you're being of service. Yeah, you're being of service. It's so, so key. Okay, so there's one pro tip I want to share with you that's really, really valuable. So when someone signs up for your program, and you know how I said the first step is you have your sales page, they sign it, like they press the buy button. That's how they buy the program. Second is have that automated email that goes to them. In that automated email, personally, what I love to do, I create like a welcome video that's how to get the most out of this course and how to prepare yourself energetically for the course. Then I give them often three, it depends, no more than three, but let's say one, two, or three prep school videos. You don't have to call them that. I think I got that from Marie Forleo in her program many years ago. I love that, prep school, or you can call them prep lessons or preparation videos or whatever, foundation videos. They're getting these videos before the program even begins. And it's like you're preparing them energetically for what's going to come. And there are many ways to design this, and there's really effective ways to do that. I love it because people are like, wow, I'm getting all this value, and the program hasn't even started yet. So they're entering the program excited and in right relationship with you. They already feel like they've won, and the program hasn't even started. So highly suggest that. It really works for them and for you because you have had them do the work ahead of time. So they're energetically prepared to do the work they're going to be doing in your course. And again, that's automated. That's all automated, with the preparation email. Let me say one thing. Before I had any of the fancy software and stuff I use now, I had nothing. I had a website and I had email, and that was all I had. So what I used to do was just create a web page on my website, on my WordPress site, and do it like a hidden one so no one can find it unless they have the link. And then in the email, I would have drafted these emails like, congratulations for signing up. So every time a payment came in through PayPal, this is like 2011, this is 12 years ago, I would then take their email from that PayPal, you've got money email. I would plug it into my drafts. I'd have a bunch set up in drafts, like waiting for the students to come in. And I would just plug their email in. And then I'd write a personalized first sentence with their name. And then the whole thing, the preparation letter was already there. And all I had to do was hit send. And in there would be a link to the preparation videos that would link to that video on WordPress, that web page on WordPress that was hidden unless they had the link. So that's like a way to, in the beginning, not spend any money and do it in a very, very easy way. So I hope that helps. For those of you who are like, how do I do an automated what? You can manually do it. You just want to have it written out ahead of time so that as soon as people start buying, you have the email set up and you just send it to them. Okay. So we're getting to the end here, but I just want to reaffirm the reason why pre-sales work. The reason why pre-sales work is because people love, does anyone here love to save money? People love to save money. It's like, oh my God, I'm saving all this money and I get the course. Like, yes. So people love to save money, and energetically, you can calmly breathe and enroll students without any pressure. So it gives you an additional, it gives you so much bandwidth energetically, but what it also does, pre-sales, is it gives you an additional urgency period. So you have your pre-sale, and then maybe you go into your early bird. And the early bird is nowhere near as good as the pre-sale, but then you have another time limit. Like, so let's say your pre-sale is like 6 weeks or something, or a month or whatever. Then you have the early bird, and that ends let's say that goes on for however long. And then you have the real, like the full tuition pop up. So you have 3 urgency bonuses, and the third is still urgency, because even though it's full price, when you don't have the pre-sale, you don't have the early bird, it's now full price. What you do have is urgency in terms of time, because the doors close, boom, on this date. And so there are some people who don't care about saving money. That's just not, they just don't have time. That's the thing they struggle with. So they wait till the last minute and they're like, do I have the energetic space for this, the time? Okay, I'm going to buy. And they'll buy like last minute. I do want to say this. I nearly shut down so many courses when I first started because no one signed up. And I was like, I just promoted it once. Nobody signed up. I'm just going to quit. I'm a failure. Like, I'm going to such a psychotic, like a psychological spin, not necessarily psychotic, but psychological spin. But what I now want to give you, and just remember this, just keep promoting the course, and just know that it is likely that people are going to sign up much closer to the doors close date or the urgency bonus date ends. So save yourself all the trauma that I went through of like, I'm not good enough, my course, this, that, and just, I can't even imagine how many sales I missed because I like took the course down because I was like, no one's going to buy it. And like, I missed all those opportunities to help people because my ego got in the way, my self-doubt got in the way. Okay. So again, if you want to create your course, just let me know if you have any questions. By the way, those of you who are here, about like what we just talked about, so I can support you with any questions. And I'll actually check on YouTube as well. Oh, there aren't. Oh, how weird. I set this video to private on YouTube. Whoopsies. Okay, so nobody, anyway, people will get to watch it after. But if you want to ask questions, just put that in the chat, those of you who are here with me on Zoom. And if you do want to create your online course, if you're like, God, I would love to generate income, especially during the holidays, go to the diamondprocess.com/course. It's now the self-paced course, so you can access it immediately. You can start the program and type in 1111. 1111, it's good until all the way through 1111. That coupon code is going to give you an additional 11% off. Okay. So in completion, let's take a breath and just really breathe this in. Selling my course gets to be fun, natural, and easy. Selling my course gets to be natural, fun, and easy. Just really feel that vibration, rather than a lot of what we're taught is like, kill it, crush it, hustle. Sorry, but like, we don't have to kill anyone or anything. Like, we can actually like pick flowers, and like we can like dance through, like we can enjoy the process. So just like breathe in and open to the possibility that selling my course gets to be natural, fun, and easy. And that actually promoting your course, please remember this, promoting your course, if you really tune into the value of what's in your course and how much in integrity you show up, that promoting your course is actually generous. Okay, it's actually really beautiful and really generous. And beyond that, it's a massive personal development process, because you end up clearing a lot of the doubt and a lot of the blocks that stand in the way for most people, as far as why they're not promoting in the first place, why they're not doing the work they love in the first place. So happy to hear. This was extremely helpful. Thank you. You are so, so welcome. I so needed to hear this message. I started doubting my course because nobody signed up. Yep. Yes. And by the way, last thing I want to add here is, when you're promoting your course, having the very clear outcome, first of all, I would refrain from rushing through it. Like when you're doing like a proper, like you're really promoting a program. I have a new program that I'm going to be promoting very, very soon, which I'm really excited about. It's like, take your time with it, really take your time with it and spell out the benefits very clearly. So, if you've been struggling with self-doubt, or you don't even know where to start with your business and you're just spinning in circles and you need clarity around what your message is, sign up for Confident Course Creation School. Go to thediamondprocess.com/course. Use the code 1111 to get an additional 11% off until November 11th, through November 11th. So it's just, I didn't say, hey, if you want to create something, go to thediamondprocess.com/create course. No, it's like, get really specific as far as what the pain points are, self-doubt, lack of clarity, whatever it is, and also what the benefits are. Okay. So thank you all so much for joining me today. This was fun. And if you are up for pre-selling your course, remember, all you need to do, create a web page, create an automated email that confirms that they have registered. And number 3 is to, oh my goodness, what is number 3? Promote it. Promote it. That's the most important part. Let people know that it exists. That is as simple. I mean, it's literally as simple as 1, 2, 3. And are you open to this now, this month? This month. That's why I wanted to share it with you now before the holidays start, to really have fun as you promote. And look, if you enroll one person into your program, that's powerful. And now you're held accountable. If it's your first time giving a course, you give the course to that one client, and I promise you, so much is going to come out of their questions, what their needs are. It's going to help you refine the program. And then you do a next level, like then you promote it again in a few months, and you're going to be even more prepared energetically to welcome more people in. Please don't let numbers ever stop you from doing the work you're here to do. These vanity metrics that mean absolutely nothing. Many people with millions of subscribers and all of these things, they are making no money in their business. They don't actually have a business. It looks like they are, but they don't. They're not. Some channels with like 800 subscribers or email lists that are smaller, they have full businesses they love, and they're helping handfuls of people, and they're making plenty of money. So don't be fooled by numbers. Really stay with the soul of your work and give it with all of your heart. Sing it from the rooftops, and God, it just continues to blossom. Your voice, your work, your message, your stories, your impact continue to blossom. So I hope that this helped you all. You are welcome. You are so, so welcome. I send you all a whole lot of love, and I will see you very, very soon. All right, everyone. Mwah. Bye.